Philadelphia 76ers, Luis Scola, formerly of the Houston Rockets, now with the Phoenix Suns. Carlos Delfino, a member of the Milwaukee Bucks, and Pablo Prigioni will get the start at point guard. Meanwhile, for the United States, it continues to be a little bit of a work in progress. Chris Paul replacing Deron Williams at the point. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Tyson Chandler have been the only three consistent starters in the 4 games so far. Kevin Durant remains in the starting lineup after getting his first start 3 days ago in that victory against Great Britain. Well, the United States has ramped up his preparation in the last couple of days, getting ready for their opener in Group A in about a week now. LeBron James looking for his second Olympic gold medal. He won a bronze back in 2004. And LeBron with an opportunity, if he continues to score at this rate, all he has to do is average about 14 points a game, and he would become USA Basketball's all-time leading scorer in Olympic play.
It's interesting, Mark, looking at that Argentine starting lineup. 4 of the 5 starters today were on the team that won Olympic gold in 2004.
Chandler will jump against Luis Scola. And we are underway in Barcelona 20 years after the original Dream Team. Bryant on the wing, guarded by Delfino. LeBron on the drive, took the contact. Durant for 3, knocks it down. Kevin Durant continues to remain hot. Misses underneath. Chandler made him change that shot, and here's LeBron in transition. United States, as you mentioned, speed the key. They're looking to run. Durant going to try another 3, and the same result. And Chris Paul comes up with a steal. You mentioned the other day against Great Britain, Kobe inside gets the layup to go in a quick 8-0 blitzkrieg by the United States. Mark Jones along with Fran Fraschilla. Now we see a zone defense by Argentina.
Interesting. They played some zone Friday night. See, I think Team USA will see a lot of zone in the Olympic Games.
Argentina off to a really cold shooting start. Durant looking for his third 3, and he gets it. 14-1 beginning for the United States. And they get turned over, the second turnover, and Bryant with the slam.
I mentioned that start Friday night, Mark. Argentina was spanked by Spain, and you just wonder if we're watching the end of a dynasty right now.
Nice give and go, though. That time, Ginobili with the finish from Scola was the start.
Of course, Spain hit 14 threes in that game.
Here's Bryant. His second 3 ball is good. You said Spain hit how many threes?
14. He had twins. He and his wife had twins last spring. It's the reason he didn't play in FIBA America's qualifying.
Twin boys. A couple of consecutive misses. And here comes Argentina. And Scola with the finish at the other end, the lead down to 14. United States gives up another offensive rebound. Prigioni and Scola running the 2-man game. And Luis Scola knocks it down. The lead is down to 12. Under 4 minutes to play here.
Teams. Mano's still a pretty good actor.
He does know how to embellish a little bit. Carmelo Anthony.
When you play a 40-minute game in the Olympics and it's a knockout round, you don't want to just be relying on jump shots.
Nocioni missing inside, got his tip back to go. And Argentina trailing by 12 with just under a double-double machine this year for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's Durant. He continues to sizzle. He's automatic. He's got 4 3-pointers already.
Well, that 3-point line in FIBA, mid-range jump shot for Kevin Durant.
Argentina should have a pretty good scouting report on him. Gutierrez with a nice show and go, double teamed. Nice pass by Ginobili, and Scola with the sweet finish inside. You see some of that chemistry that Argentina has. Looking at his zone defense. They get it to Durant, little contact. Williams, it'll count if it goes, and it does.
In fact, you've heard me say before, great look inside by Manu. I think Brazil has got the best young players in South America right now.
And Durant with the finish off the nice dime from LeBron James.
Going to be interesting to see right now if USA can push the pace in the second quarter, because Coach Lama's playing those veterans some pretty good weapons.
Chris Paul. LeBron going to get whistled for the travel. Tell me about the theory out there that some of the FIBA officials don't see the level of speed and athleticism and even creativity at times, and they make violation calls against plays that really aren't.
I think there's a lot of truth to that, Mark. They've really cleaned up the idea of traveling in the FIBA game in recent years.
Kobe working against Ginobili.
How many times have you said that in an NBA game?
A lot. And Campazzo, the youngster, from behind with the block on Kobe. And Durant with a nice defensive play. Good hustle by the Durantula.
Now, Kevin Durant is probably not known for his defensive prowess, but when you've got a wingspan like that and his athleticism and his hustle, by the way, take a look as he reaches in.
Cole going to stay on him. Kobe working against Ginobili. Kobe rips through on the baseline and gets the left-handed layup to go. Here's Scola working against Carmelo. Nice feed on the cut by Nocioni.
Team into the Olympics. We saw them last Monday night in Washington.
Tell you what, Brazil's 11-point defeat at the hands of USA, looking pretty good right now in comparison to some of the other teams. As Scola wheels inside, he's got a dozen times. A little difficult to fight human nature. Campazzo falls down. Chris Paul working him over a little bit, and Kevin Durant and Scola jaw to jaw.
Scola was involved with Ibaka on Friday night. There's no shrinking violet out there. Well, watch the foul first. Campazzo loses his balance. Paul fouls him, hits him in the face first. And then there's the little push off. And
I tell you, that little spin was extra.
Oh, yeah. This is good. Very competitive teams.
I'll say this under the culture created by Mike Krzyzewski. The United States basketball program, players included, most of the players have conducted themselves, friend, extremely well on and off the court.
I
not taking the bait here.
Well, you mentioned earlier, you got some tough guys on Argentina. Nocioni, Scola. They've made their living throwing their weight around, and I say that respectfully because coaches love guys like this.
I have a feeling they're going to sink their teeth into that little point guard right now, Campazzo, because I just saw Carmelo Anthony go out and point down at his feet. And you see Campazzo smiling right now, Fred.
He's loving it. Look at that. He's talking a little trash to Carmelo.
It's about to go down. A 7-0 run for Argentina.
We'll find out, right? Guy's one of the big surprise of the Argentine League this year. MVP of the playoffs at 21 years old.
It's a 13-point lead for the United States. And anytime you talk USA basketball and the scoring table and you get a little nervous, you think back to 1972 and how they put time back on the clock.
40 years ago. I remember that game. I was just a kid, but I sure remember that game, the loss to Soviet Union.
Delfino knocks down the three, and it's a 10-point game.
I know it's still bitter. I was a 14-year-old in Brooklyn. I remember that the incredulousness of the game and going to shoot hoops at the park afterwards and lamenting the loss. On Friday and getting off to such a sluggish start tonight.
Westbrook uses the LeBron screen. LeBron with the pull-up knocks it down. That time they worked a little bit inside out, right?
A little bit, yep. LeBron got to the mid-range, but if you watch those blue jerseys, they are not guarding the three-point line right now.
11-point the United States lead with a little over 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Delfino with a nice left-handed layup.
Okay, I've always liked him, Mark. He's instant offense. You mentioned the Celtics interested in him. I think he'd be a nice compliment for a team that's making a playoff run.
Russell Westbrook.
FIBA rules and only on a dead ball. So he waved the timeout out off to the scorer's table.
Delfino with a tough step back three, knocks it down. And the lead is down to 8. Magic Johnson, a member of the original Dream Team. Argentina to within 8. The United States with a quick start from downtown, and now they get a turnover. Westbrook up to Durant. Unbelievably, no foul called. And here comes Argentina.
Russell Westbrook with great hustle that time. Looked like a chippy layup. Very passive defense.
Prigioni. And that jump shot good by Gutierrez.
Doc was cruising along, wasn't he? Well, I don't like the way Team USA has finished this first half. Too much reliance on jump shooting.
Boy, great athletic play by Iguodala. Westbrook in transition and one. They go from end to end in a blur.
Take a look, there's the block, and then the other way, Westbrook. Again, this team is built to attack both in the half court and the full court. This is their game, Mark. Great play by Iguodala. He does so many little things for Team USA.
Westbrook misses the free throw. And either way, hey, it's just a 7-point game going into the locker room at halftime. Back with the same starters. Actually, Darren Williams starts the second half for Chris Paul. There's Durant with the pull-up, and Kevin Durant knocks down the pull-up jumper.
And into a trance after the first half of the first quarter.
They come up with a steal.
Now, Kobe's got to get going now, Mark. That's key for Team USA.
Well, it happens on cue. Kobe Bryant with another 3, his third one of the game. Here's Durant off the handoff. Nice feed to James. And one. LeBron inside. And the United States with a quick 7-0 run to begin the second half of play here, leading by 14.
Would not be surprised at all if Coach K had a little bit of talking to his team at the half about the lack of intensity to finish the half, and you've seen the starters anyway come out a little bit with a little bit of sense of purpose.
Talk about that sense of purpose, Fran, as LeBron misses his third consecutive free throw. Good hustle by Durant. That'll be Argentina basketball. Feeling good today offensively. Here's Ginobili on the outlet. He used his body well to shield it from LeBron James. 12-point lead for the United States against Argentina. USA looking to go 4-0 on their pre-Olympic tour. Kobe with one of those accidentally on purpose perhaps fouls. I remember against Spain in the Olympics in the first game, as Kobe will foul Ginobili here. Against Spain in the Olympics in the first matchup, the one that USA beat Spain by 37. Gasol set a screen, Pau, and Kobe had no intention of running around it. He ran through Pau, was whistling underneath, couldn't get it to go. And back come Darren Williams. LeBron. And a lot of contact, and you never like to see somebody go up above the shoulders and the head. Foul is going to go against Argentina.
Well, Manu comes right back, and Manu, he went right for the neck right here. Take a look. It's a good, easy call by the official. A little extra contact right there. Inside the three-point line. The one guy you got to be concerned with right now is Kevin Durant.
LeBron to the bucket. Gets the reverse layup to go. And the lead is up to 15. It was a 7-point game at halftime. That's just the 5th turnover of the game for the United States. So, friend, they're actually taking pretty good care of the basketball here tonight.
You know, it's interesting. They are, but they're playing sloppy in terms of their execution on offense.
A three-pointer good by Ginobili. And the lead is back down to 9. Check that 12. I was counting in euros, I think, Fran. Excuse me. Kevin Durant. In any language or currency, that's money. KD with another 3-ball. To the gold medal game against Spain 4 years ago, won by the United States. Off the loose ball, Ginobili with another 3, knocks it down.
Watch how flat and passive that zone is, Mark.
And the thought behind that is what exactly?
Just give up jump shots.
That one knocked down in the short corner. I've been to your clinics before, friend. That's the approaching 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Durant started the game hot from downtown and knocks down another one. That's his 6th. He loves that three-point line.
And that's the one guy, if you're Argentina, that you must guard on that three-point line. Everybody else, I shade off a little bit and make him shoot contested over-the-top jumpers. But this guy shoots it too.
Carlos Delfino.
So they have a chance to get well rested.
Chris Paul with numbers. And good defense by Pancho Jansen. Comes up with a steal, just the 7th turnover for the United States. Delfino buys another one.
Let me tell you, someone's going to get a real threat. Whoever he signs with, because he's a free agent right now.
Yep. Ball tipped away on the lazy pass by Westbrook. Prigioni with a nice feed. And the layup good underneath by Jansen.
Again, sloppy basketball right now by Team US. The defense and allows for you to shoot a little bit more uncontested shot.
Little heat check by Delfino. Carmelo Anthony battling underneath. Delfino with a nice play in the layup. Prigioni out top, guarded by Iguodala. Prigioni with the 3. And a 12-3 run now by Argentina. Here's Westbrook out top. Kick out to Chris Paul. Iguodala misses the 3. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter play.
With Kirilenko, France has got Tony Parker and some guys, guys that we know like Batum and Diao, and certainly Argentina for a week or two can make a final run at the end of this golden generation.
LeBron with the slam. And the lead is back up to 13. Who's your top sleeper, though? You mentioned Russia first, I think I heard you say.
But, certainly Russia, I think, with Coach David Blatt. Here's another great look.
LeBron with the alley-oop, and the blitz might be starting. Go back to 2006 and even the early part of that 2008 Olympic run. Carmelo Anthony was one of USA Basketball's best players. That jumper good by Leo Gutierrez.
Oh, he once hit 15 threes in an Argentine professional league game.
That's going to be a traveling against LeBron, and he knew it that time.
Well, that's that rule. As soon as you catch it, you got to put the ball to the floor.
Prigioni out top in the 2-man game. Darren Williams guarding him. Tyson Chandler forced them to change the shot. Here's the United States in transition. LeBron Durant finishes with the slam.
That started with a great outlet by Tyson Chandler. Now Kobe's going to get a piece of Ginobili.
Ginobili with the long ball knocks it down. And it's a 12-point game. Shot clock down to 10. Kobe with a deep 3. They're going to give up an easy one at the other end to Ginobili. Is Mike Krzyzewski called timeout with a 10-point?
Soul brothers go, when they go big, Spain, and also it's a little different than the way Spain has traditionally played in the past.
Here's Westbrook. 3 on the shot clock. Carmelo had it blocked, and that's going to be a shot clock violation against the United States. They're just out of sorts right now offensively.
See how open he was?
Yeah.
And they're going to give him those shots.
Prigioni hits a 3.
Kobe Ginobili now, another good matchup.
Ginobili uses the screen, draws the foul from Carmelo, and 1. It is down to 5.
Now they switch to pick and roll. Carmelo's late, doesn't get in front. And anytime you give Ginobili an angle to the rim, with his ability, basically went on cruise control since.
They were leading by 20 at one point in the first half. Now looking at his zone. Carmelo cross court, Durant with the 3, and the sweet touch.
Let me tell you,
layup
challenged.
That's his 3-time NBA champion with the San Antonio Spurs. Chris Paul with the 3, and he knocks it down. So when it counts the most, they seem to be knocking down those threes, Fran. 2 in a row now. There's LeBron. On the drive, misses and draws the foul on the play.
Fans, you can tell who they're rooting for right now. The underdog, look at Nocioni, who's had his battles with LeBron through the years. Little touch foul.
Goes the free throw. You know what? Here's what amazes me, and Fran, I'm going to call it as I see it. Here's the hypocrisy I find.
I do, because I don't think they'll lose in pool play, which means they'll have to then win the next 3 games in knockout play.
LeBron missing the finger roll, got it back, and was fouled on the putback attempt. Argentina not playing with a lot of urgency right now, and foul against Carmelo Anthony on Scola.
By the way, that's called a message foul.
That was it, huh?
That's we'll see you on August, whatever it is.
Send him a text,
yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Because he makes it look like you get whiplash when you get a touch. 6-point lead, and this one is cooked, glazed, and sliced. The United States will improve to 4-0 on its pre-Olympic tour. Fran, some final thoughts.
Well, Coach K in the post-game press conference will talk about the ability of Argentina to play close because of how good they are. He'll have a lesson in the film room for Team USA, and now Team USA will get ready for a raucous crowd in here on Tuesday night as they take on Spain. Mark, that should be fun.